How many will you find? This one is for work. This one is for school. This one is my wasita. You have wasita here in Kuwait? Big wow? Like us, mashallah. Welcome to the Gulf region. We have big wow. If I want to have a booking to an airline, I have to have wasita. If I have to want something to be much quicker and faster in government relations, I have to have wasita. So all of my contacts are like this. This man sells sheep, so I can buy them for sacrifice, udhiyah in Hajj. He sells them sheep. This guy has this guy has that. Who among my contact list who gets me closer to Allah? Very few. So then I have a problem. Now, a stranger in Islam is divided into two types. A stranger who is righteous and pious on his own. So he prays, he fasts, he abides by the sunnah, but he does not communicate this to others. And when the punishment and wrath of Allah falls upon a nation, he will be included with them. The second type is the best of all. And this is the saved type. And those are who are pious and righteous, but they also contribute to the community by enforcing and enjoying virtue and good and preventing evil and vice. This is your responsibility as a Muslim. When the wrath of Allah comes, you will be saved. وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ مُهْلِكَ الْقُرَى وَأَهْلُهَا مُصْلِحُونَ. Allah Azza wa Jal would not punish the people or the residents of a village while their people are those who enforce the law of Allah Azza wa Jal. Zainab bin Jahsh, may Allah be pleased with her, said that the Prophet ﷺ entered my house one day terrified. And he said, وَيْلٌ لِلْعَرَبِ مِنْ شَرٍ قَدْ اقْتَرَبْ. Woe to the Arabs from an evil that is coming close to them. From the dam of Ya'juj and Ma'juj, it had been opened this much. So Zainab asked, O Prophet of Allah, can destruction befall upon us while there are good ones, there are righteous people among us? The Prophet said, yes, this is possible. When evil spreads and is overwhelming. Why? Because these righteous people are not saying the word of truth. They're not changing. They're seeing evil in front of them and they pass by and say, Astaghfirullah, la hawla. Ya akhi, talk. What you're doing is wrong, akhi. Why don't you come and pray with us? Akhi, you cannot chit chat with this woman. Akhi, you cannot drink in the daytime of Ramadan. Nobody speaks. The music is playing everywhere. What can we do? You can do a lot, but you have to take the step forward so that Allah Azza wa Jal would not punish you for that. And there is a form of ghurbah that is shared by Muslims and non-Muslims alike. And this is when they leave their country. So you have the ghurbah of the nations. So any expat, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, when he leaves his country, he's a gharib, he's a stranger. But this has nothing to do with the religion. Now, having said that, and I've taken so much of your time, there are things that we have to be careful about when we speak about ghurbah. By now, you should feel that you're a stranger. Does anyone feel that he's a stranger now? Raise your hands, please. Okay, and the rest are all residents, huh? Kuwaitis. You're all strangers. What is this? No, seriously, do you feel like strangers now, or no, I don't know. I don't relate to what the Sheikh is talking about. If you don't relate, you have a problem. If you relate, then you're on the right track, inshallah. Now, there are things that you have to be careful when we talk about ghurbah. First of all, your ghurbah should be looked at and analyzed through the Qur'an and Sunnah. Because the people of innovation, they feel ghurbah among the people of Sunnah, right? So if you have a cult that does not follow the Qur'an and Sunnah living among us, how would he feel? He would feel as a stranger. So he should not come to the hadith of Abu Hurairah, which we recited, Bada al-Islamu ghareeb, and says, Alhamdulillah. Then Tuba is for me. What is Tuba, by the way? Tuba is a metaphor for glad tidings. And those scholars who say otherwise, they say, no, it's not a metaphor. It is a tree in Jannah where a rider needs 700 years to pass its shade. So the Prophet is telling you this huge tree is yours if you do what you are told to do. So first of all, look at the Quran and Sunnah. If you feel like a stranger, don't be happy. Let me check and cross-examine. Am I on the Sunnah? Am I following the Quran? If yes, then you're in good hands. And also, if you look at those who are sinners, if we have sinners among us, those who consume intoxicants, coming here, and some of them might be with us, but why is he staying here? Wallah, he came here, he thought that they were distributing free booze. And he came and sat, but all of a sudden the Shaykh said, Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam. He's embarrassed, he's sitting. How does he feel among us? He feels that he's not in the right place, he doesn't belong. So he feels like a stranger. So he hears this lecture on strangers, he says, that's interesting. I feel like a stranger. Yeah, but in the wrong sense. You're not part of the strangers that will have tuba. Ah, what a shame. Can I leave? Yeah, go ahead. So you have to cross-examine what you are doing with the Quran and Sunnah. Secondly, be careful. If you fit the characteristics and the features that we've mentioned about the strangers, if you're upon the Sunnah, if you're abiding by the Quran, if you're doing this, mashallah, everything fits you. There is a very important thing that you should be careful of, and that is feeling boastful and arrogant. This completely destroys you. Once you feel that you are on the right track, shaitan comes to you and says, I am better than the Shaykh. The Shaykh is not practicing that much. Look at him. He has this iqal. I'm a real hardcore Salafi. I don't have this iqal he's wearing. And today he took me with sunglasses. Sunglasses? It's bid'ah. What is he doing? He's not on the way of the Salaf. Then I start to feel above everyone else just because I'm a stranger. And this is one trap of shaitan that would take you straight to hell. Scholars say maybe a good deed would put you in hell, and maybe a sin would lead you to paradise. When I do Umrah, one of my friends say, when I make Umrah and I finish Tawaf, Sa'i, I shave, now khalas, alhamdulillah, my record book is clean and white. While coming and driving from Mecca to Jeddah, I listen to music in the car. Astaghfirullah, why are you doing this? He said, Shaykh, the record is clean. I have credit. So look what the good deeds do to you. They make you boastful and arrogant. When you shave your head after Umrah, you look at everyone who has hair on his head. Well, look at this poor person. He didn't make Umrah. Look at me, man. Whoa, skinhead. Woo-woo. And this is a big problem. So your heart is the most important thing that you should always examine. You should always feel humble. You should always feel submissive to Allah, the Almighty, because all of this is a gift from Him Azza wa Jal. And this is why you always have to ask Allah to stay steadfast. Even if you feel like a stranger, you pray to Allah to make you steadfast. As the Prophet ﷺ used to always say, Ya muqallib al-qulub, O turners of heart, turn my heart to be steadfast. Thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Make my heart steadfast, because hearts flip in a second. Wallahi, I've seen da'is, students of knowledge, friends, personal friends of mine. Now they play the guitar, watch movies and smoke. Wallahi, I have a friend of mine who was a good student of knowledge and used to give khutbahs that people from all of Jeddah used to attend his masjid, because of his strong knowledge and his, mashallah, presence. Now